Hello. Live from California, this is the PCBV Report. Am I in frame? Am I... Well, you know, guys, at this point, there's like basically no way that I'm going to be in frame. It's forever alone. Now, our first story today is a big story. The London terrorist attack. Basically, there was a man in an SUV. He drove onto the sidewalk of Westminster Bridge. There were people on this sidewalk, and he injured a lot of them. Then, he smashed the SUV into the fence surrounding Parliament. Took out a knife and stabbed a police officer to death. Then there was gunfire that was heard. Take a look at this video that shows the moment that it happened. Also, take a look at this video that shows what happened inside Parliament.
So we remain suspended till further notice. Okay.
There were some members of Parliament trying to help out. Here's a photo of one of them. Nobody knew whether there were going to be more terrorists in the area, and it turns out there weren't. But Prime Minister Theresa May called it disgusting and horrible. And this comes one day after the UK and the United States banned electronics on flights from Muslim countries. And it also comes 1 year after the Brussels attacks. And ISIS has not claimed responsibility for it at the time of the filming of this video, but it is very likely that they will. Now, a lot of people will blame Islam, saying that it's a twisted ideology and that it's bad. However, that is not the case. Islam is just a religion like Christianity and Judaism. It's just a small sect of Muslims that commit terrorist attacks. That's like saying all men are rapists. That's not true. It's just a small sect of them. Exactly the same way with Islam. And it's sad because in places like the United Kingdom and the United States, people that are normally on the far right will seek to ban Muslims and ban Islam. And that's not the answer. For one, it would just make more terrorists, because imagine if you were a young Muslim person and they banned your religion. And somebody said, hey, they banned your religion, so we'll practice it in secret.
And why don't we blow them up, because you don't like them?
That's what is going to happen if you ban Islam. As hard as it may seem, you need to tolerate people of other religions and tolerate people that are different than you. Now, of course, Londoners responded to this with the hashtag #WeAreNotAfraid. And this is actually quite a good thing, because it shows the terrorists we are not afraid. Terrorism is based on fear. If you are afraid of the terrorists win. If you are not afraid of the terrorists lose. There's no more terrorism because there's no more terror. And we cannot be afraid of these terrorists. We can stand against them and not let a few terrorists taint an entire religion. So I'll leave you with this. If you were in the shoes of a Muslim, how would you feel if people were trying to take away your religion? Not good, would you? Don't try to take it away. The following segment was filmed on a bad spare microphone. Sorry if the audio quality is bad. Alright guys, well, the next story today isn't actually a story. Let me just plug this audio cable in. Yeah. This next story today isn't actually a story. What it is it's just people, we're just going to be reading out the March Madness stats. If you don't know what March Madness is, it's college basketball players playing against each other and people betting on them in things called brackets. Now, as it stands right now, Wisconsin is going to play Florida tomorrow night on TBS. Wisconsin scored a surprise win over Villanova, the #1 spot, in their last game. Other people that are playing are Baylor and South Carolina. South Carolina also scored a surprise win against the #2 seed, Duke, and they're playing the #3 seed, Baylor, so this is going to be interesting. Now on the other side, we have Oregon versus Michigan. Oregon, the #3, and Michigan, the #7. And Michigan beat out the #2 spot as well, so that's pretty cool. We also have Kansas versus Purdue. And Kansas beat out Michigan State, and Purdue beat out Iowa State, and it was both of them were really close games. So yeah, you'll notice that only one team is number one in their league. It's a bunch of upsets, I'm telling you. My bracket, though, is the best. Look at this. Got him.
Politics.
Oh, hi. I'm in my brother's room. Why, you may ask? Variety. I need more variety in my videos. Well, here's something that doesn't have a lot of variety. Donald Trump. Yeah! Today, what he did was he released an ultimatum saying, if you do not finish this new healthcare bill by tomorrow, I'm going to reinstate Obamacare and we will not be able to repeal and replace it. And Republicans have been working on this healthcare bill for a really long time. They call it the American Healthcare Act. It's not good. The reason why it's so bad, summed up, is that poor people would lose a lot of coverage. Right now, the Affordable Care Act doesn't have a cap on how much you give to people, but the American Healthcare Act would. You could only be able to give $4,000 or $2,000 to people a year based on a bunch of things, and it's not good. But it's been made even worse by the fact that today was postponed, and then it was dropped, and then it was reinstated because Trump said, we're gonna keep Obamacare if you don't do this. Trump has wanted to distance himself from this for a really long time. The reason why is because, as I've said before, it's not good for the poor people, and the poor people are the ones that voted for Donald Trump. So you're alienating your constituents. What Trump is saying is, I do not support this bill and I want Obamacare to stay, while at the same time trying to look like I'm tough on Congress and I can do whatever I want. And his supporters really like that. So of course, this is not going so well with some Republicans, but a lot of liberals think that this is great, myself included, because Obamacare is great. It gives people a lot of coverage and it helps a lot of people. But the American Healthcare Act is not so great, and it's just trying to pander to the Republican audience, and Trump's supporters are not the Republican audience. So basically, Trump's pandering. It's gonna be fun. This is going to be a fun 4 years, guys. It's going to be a really, really fun 4 years. Ooh, Trump! More Trump news! Ooh! Oh, damn! Now, that didn't go so well, did it? You may be asking. What the hell is going on? Why are you doing this? The answer? I need time. Look, 10 minutes is really hard to get to. It's really hard to get to. So I just have to do another segment. Our next story today is also about Donald Trump. He greenlighted the Keystone XL pipeline, and that was not a good thing because basically Donald Trump is saying that climate change isn't going to be impacted by this, which, by the way, it is. So, Trump, he shouldn't do this, and people have been fighting against the Keystone XL pipeline for a really, really long time, and it's not right, in my opinion. You may be asking, what the hell is the Keystone XL pipeline? Basically, it's a pipeline that would go from Canada to the United States. America, yeah, coming again to save the mother. Yeah, America. And it would cut through a bunch of lands that many people live on, and they were very afraid that there could be an oil leak and it could damage the environment. Now, President Obama vetoed every single one of the plans, but today, Donald Trump greenlighted it. There was a tweet coming out from TransCanada that approved it. Take a look at this.
A significant milestone for the Keystone XL project, said Russ Gerling, President and CEO. http://bit.ly/2 time to build XL.
And there's a very similar incident called the Dakota Access Pipeline, which would basically carry oil also from Canada to the United States, and that's has a lot of backlash because it would go through a Sioux River reservation, and Donald Trump said that's okay too. So Trump is ignoring Native American lands. So it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, Trump. Don't do that. Seriously, Donald Trump has made so many stupid decisions at this point that I don't even know.
This my all the girls don't feel like this. Few times been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause there ain't no holler back, girl. Ain't no holler.
It's just stupid. Just so stupid. And I think that's gonna be it for Trump news. Unless I have something else, another segment today, which I probably will. Need that 10 minutes. Science. How's it going, everyone? It's your little boy, PCBV News here, and well, you may be asking, what's going on? Why is the bed shaking? Why is everything shaking? Well, that is because I'm on a mattress, and the thing that is on is a tripod. So yes, you are on a tripod. I just got that tripod today from Amazon. Amazon, please sponsor me. Please, just sponsor me at this point. But actually, I have a few things we need to catch up on. The whole ultimatum thing. Yeah, Trump they kind of destroyed the deal. And Obamacare is going to be the law of the land for the foreseeable future. Awesome. Also, number 2, March Madness stats may have changed a bit because I took that March Madness, the video, the take. It was bad quality microphone, because this sucker was being repaired. As you can see, there's some tape right here. Had to get repaired because somebody broke it. It was me. But thanks, guys. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it. Can we get 9 trillion likes? Can I get 9 trillion likes, please? I know it may seem like a lot. You probably won't have it, but create alternate accounts. Create throwaways. Do those, and you will get. You will get. This is guaranteed. You will get a free Samsung Galaxy S25. And I know these things haven't come out yet, but trust me, mate. I'll get one for you. But anyways, guys, thanks, and PCBV. I'll say it right here, right now. I don't know what to do with this situation. I've learned to do something somehow to get out of this elaborate plan of mine to take the world by storm, by storm, by storm. By the way, side note, my name is actually Kraft. My eyes and I can't tell you I'm gone.